We are at the top of the order, an ace of spades. Sophia, what would you like to do?
Well, I do have this cool spear Ava made me, so I'd like to use it. I'm going to come over here. And basically, I'm not really going to try to stab him with it, but try to hold him in the fire. This is going to take strength I don't really have, but I'm going to try really hard.
I believe in you.
On a successful fighting attack, I will make him distracted or vulnerable. Your choice.
Okay. What should I roll for fighting setting? Unskilled again, I'm assuming.
You have fighting?
It depends.
Oh, then yeah. Because fighting is a roll.
Let me shift some of these windows to the side a little bit. I was going to give you a weapon,
Pretty
so
good.
a 6. The Tin Man's parry is only a 5.
Yep.
Let me see which effect seems to most closely match what it is that you try to do. It's not exactly in alignment, but I think bound might be, for the purpose of this combat,
Yeah, that sounds right.
the closest effect. Let's see what sort of minuses. Bound.
Still.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm going to make him entangled. The victim can't move and is distracted as long as he remains so. And I believe I could pull that nifty. Let's see. I'm going to make sure that I selected the Tin Man. I'm going to drag that entangled right onto the Tin Man. And then I'm going to see if that is represented in the combat tracker as an effect. He is entangled. He is distracted. He cannot move. Well done. You can say something, or you can
burn, Jim.
hold that thought.
Okay.
Eric.
That didn't last long. Oh, wait, Erica.
Yay.
She's no longer shaken from that slashing attack to her the knee and lower thigh area, which her chaps seem to absorb for the most part. She is going to swing this makeshift club, this gleaming brass-colored club.
How dare someone attack the chaps?
Exactly.
Unacceptable.
Little gang up bonus there. That's the one thing when I'm playing tabletop I often forget. It's nice that the user interface realizes that there are others engaged and automatically gave her a +3, a hit with a raise. The damage that club does is something maxed. A 9. I believe Erica is going to expend a resource and try to do a little bit better. On a d6, a d6, and a d4, she did a 3, a 3, and a 3. Let's see if she can't up that just a bit. And I'll make sure that raise damage is also applied again. That is even worse. 7. She'll apply it. Tin Man will take the shaken condition. Clunk. She sort of hits it on his sort of his shoulder and upper arm area. Clunk. You can see it makes her hands vibrate a little bit as if she struck something, a piece of pipe with an aluminum bat or some such. Got him, y'all, she says,
Yay!
Awesome.
shaking the Tin Man. Ava goes to you. What would you like to do?
All right. There is still a lot of flame going on.
There is.
Okay. Well, I know that this is going to be potentially damaging to the store. But I'm assuming that the store itself has a fire extinguisher somewhere.
Yes, it would have to.
Can I find one to prep for having to put this out after the fact? Because she's kind of scared that it's going to burn down the building, and she's really scared that that's going to happen with people inside of it.
Make a notice roll at +2.
Notice.
Sure.
Yay.
It's a clip to the side of one of the counters near where the coffee makers are.
Okay. That is north of us or south of us? Or in the back? I'm not sure where the counter is on the map, but she will go that way.
DM's Fiat. It's right
Okay.
there.
Definitely go up there. While said Tin Man is distracted. Just to keep it at hand.
Easily done.
Four movement? Oh, she has 8. Yay! So I'll put that in my little inventory here, just to keep at hand. Preparing for the aftermath.
You have movement remaining, or you can
I
advance
do.
to the Tin Man.
I don't have my slingshot on me here. Oh, that's okay. They seem to have a good handle on it. But I'm gonna scooch over to this side to get near just to be ready with this fire extinguisher as soon as.
Gotcha. Don't want to do it
down.
too soon though. Don't want to do it
No.
too soon.
I just have it at the ready when everything is done, so that way we don't burn the place down with an oil fire.
The Tin Man is
I can stop that.
no longer shaken. On a roll of 1 or 2, he is in flames. A 5, he is not in flames.
Oh boy.
Do a little fire damage to him, see if I can get through his toughness. Oh, sure, Sophia added fuel to the fire, so to speak. So let me apply another 2d6. Let's see how this shows up if I just drop it on him. Didn't really seem to do anything. See if there's a condition, a flame, or some such. Or on fire. Let me see. Might as well use the dialogue. Fire. No. Flame. No. Burn. No. Perhaps it's not a condition.
Oh, an effect maybe?
Yeah, I'd look for that.
No,
I'd look for that.
no,
So, like,
it's not an effect. Huh.
how do I apply? Well, I guess you know what I'll do is I'll just roll it and see how it comes up. 2d6. A 6 and a 2 is an 8. I'm not going to make it aceable. It's merely going to be 8. 8 points of fire damage to the Tin Man, whose parry is his toughness. I guess I would apply that to his toughness. 8 to his toughness of 7 gives him 1 condition of shaken. Didn't exceed it by quite enough to actually give him a wound, but he is shaken in addition to being entangled, distracted, and not being able to move. I just go to his. Effects, Tin Man, combat tracker, click shaken, and let's see. He hasn't really taken his turn yet. I guess I'm going to burn a Benny and try to unshake. That's what happens when you start off in fire. To recover shaken status. Okay. And, oh, that's right. It's not a roll to unshake with a Benny. He automatically unshakes. It would be a shame for him to have to wait all the way through the turn order until it gets back to him again. So he's now no longer shaken. He can't move, but he can certainly swing his weapon. He's very unhappy. 1, 2, Erica. 3, 4, Sophia. 3. Sophia, unfortunately, he is going to choose you as his target, hoping to maim you enough, perhaps to cut one of your arms off to keep you from hurling another quart of motor oil his way. He is no longer going to target Shep. Instead, he is going to target Sophia. Let's see if it works this way. Yes, it does. Outstanding. The Tin Man is going to swing his dangerous, bloody axe, his fireman's axe. Unfortunately, as he is a bit off balance and a little bit perturbed and nonplussed by you poking it with this blasted spike stick of yours, he manages to miss.
Okay.
Shep, it is you at the bottom of the round. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I have some sort of club.
Light,
Is that right?
light club.
Okay. See if I can find it to add it.
It's snowing
All
here.
I have is a heavy club.
Okay, well,
On my.
we'll go to our items tab, and
Mhm.
let's see. Gotta move some stuff off to the side here a little bit here. Show items, melee. As I had just done this for somebody else. Club, light. I will bring up. Combat tracker. Bring up Shep's character sheet. Move over to the combat tab. I'm going to drag off light stick.
Okay.
It says stick or table leg. You get the
Yeah.
idea. It's snowing here in in southern Denver. My dog demanded to go and sit out on the porch. He loves to sit when it's snowing. Just let the snowflakes hit him. So, okay.
Because he thinks he's camouflaged.
He think well, all you see are his nose and his eyes. You have him targeted. Sure. The flames are starting to burn out.
Oh, yay. Thank you for gang up.
Gang up bonus to the rescue. You have struck him with this makeshift club. I see it ace twice, 3 times, a total damage of 16.
You will leave my girlfriend alone.
Where did you try to strike this Tin Man? Perhaps the vulnerable area as he raised his axe in his armpit?
Sure.
Perhaps you're going to go for the heart, but you don't think he has one. But yeah, he's just like with a man wearing armor. There are some weak spots, and you found one in his armpit, and just started pushing that stick in, that sharpened end. Probably had a chef's knife taped and affixed to the end of it, and you just drove it home and continued to push through with shock and dismay. The Tin Man's eyes get wide, and then he slumps into the remains of the motor oil driven flames and perishes.
Yeah. Some of us are dangerous. You should have stayed in the movie.
Perhaps he should have. Perhaps he should have. Let's see. Can't see the blood so well because of Amai's artwork. Let's see. How do you get rid of that? You go to drawing, and then you go
Yeah.
clear drawing. Yeah, there's that bloody smear. You can assume that to look more like a.
That's just Ava using the fire extinguisher when all the action is complete.
And
I'm just not getting over that fact that D4 ace
so
almost
many
That's
times,
a lot.
so many times. There's
Today
nothing.
the dice have been pretty okay with us, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
You saw
Our
the
damage dice anyway.
yeah,
Yes.
you saw the Tin Man melt away into what you presume to be water. Although when Ava has doused the flame, there are no remains. Even his axe is gone. We are out of combat.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh goodness.
Oh my god.
There's there's still a lion out there, guys, and a witch, and flying monkeys.
It's oh god. this
And
is
worst of
horrible.
all, an evil Dorothy.
Mm.
How's that worse than the lion?
She has a little doggo.
And it's a girl. Girls are mean.
And girls
Really
are
now?
mean.
She's a 10-year-old girl in the movie. Girls are mean.
Played by a 24-year-old actress.
Right? Oh my gosh. How funny is that? Whoa.
Not to
That's
mention,
actually one of the things from one of the original Bomb books. It talks about how in, later on in another trip, the one of them raises an army of girls
Oh my gosh.
because they're mean.
Because they're mean.
indeed they are. Is is it safe to come out yet? That worker that locked himself back in that area.
Not yet. There's still some crackheads out there.
Me.
Okay.
All the
He,
fire is
he,
out, all the oil is
he,
doused.
he surveys the damage, smells burning petrol, shrugs. He's glad it's not his store. He goes back in and locks the door again.
It's like, whew. All right. We came in here initially to to kind of take care of ourselves, didn't we?
Yeah, to get medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might be a good idea to get what we need and then skedaddle, maybe.
Yeah, well, he like shoved it all in our hands the last time and said, "Take it," and went back.
It's like, take it and go. I mean,
Absolutely.
all right, I guess.
Yep.
Hmm. Um, I'll keep using the stuff then, since everyone is in danger out here at the moment.
So
Yeah.
much danger.
All the danger.
Uh,
Is there any more activity outside from baddies that I can see?
You don't see any.
I'm gonna move
So,
outside with Erica and just
Yeah.
look and listen.
yeah, it's a lot quieter than it was.
Oh, we were supposed to go to the school, right? Because that's where I think the witch was kind of was it the witch that was kind of talking? I forgot what happened with the information or where we got it, but I remember we were going to a school.
I can't remember if it was from the spirit, from
Oh,
Tante, or from
yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we were going to I think elementary school because the boy is like 10 years old.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that was the closest place, I think.
All right. Um okay. Then we'll take the stuff that we've got. Um since
Erica went behind the cash register and said, "I don't, I don't know why that cashier didn't tell me he had aluminum backpack here. Now this can put a hurt. Now this here can put a hurting on somebody for sure." She waves it around a little
Oh,
bit.
yes. There
I,
you go.
I think I'm going to take it.
Go
I
for
might
it.
return it. I might not.
Hmm.
For the sake of safety, I think that is okay. Yes. Uh, we can. Okay, since we got some stuff here. Oh, I will. Since we're here, I'll take one of those oils. Um. Oh wait, maybe not one of those motor oil cans, but maybe just a bottle of regular like cooking oil, so I don't have to struggle having to open a motor oil can.
Make a smarts roll.
Uh,
And by the way, I dropped a Benny into each of your trays, as that was a fun combat.
oh, wonderful!
Yeah,
Thank you.
it it was
That was
fun
a
and
good
was
one.
it was not the outcome I was expecting.
No, it was not.
I got a 4.
See, not,
Especially when we had all three of us.
and yeah, the Tin Man wasn't quite the combatant that I hoped he was, but he got bad rolls. You know, rolling twos and threes. Mm,
Hmm.
Ava, there's a small section that has camping supplies, and you see a plastic bottle of like kerosene. You know, the kind you flip up that little tab and you can squeeze it and it sprays. It's like,
Oh,
what do they call it? What do they call it? Like charcoal lighter. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like
I think
it's
so.
like
Yeah,
kerosene.
when you put over a barbecue
Yeah,
something or other.
yeah.
Yeah.
You coat the charcoal, and it gives it that little extra impetus to stay lit. You
I
find
will
it's kind of
take that with me.
it's a plastic bottle, but it's kind of squarish. It's if you like are looking straight down at it, it's sort of like a rectangle. It's not round, and it feels even when it's closed. When you squeeze it, the plastic sides have a little give to them.
Cool.
So
I'll
sure,
take that with me.
sure.
Let me add in my little inventory. She doesn't have. I mean, she didn't bring her book bag with her, so she's just gonna be filling. She should put this thing in her pocket. In her butt pocket, I guess, is the biggest pocket she's got.
Erica says, well, shoot, darling. There's some plastic shopping bags behind the counter. Want me to get you one?
Oh, maybe that would be good. They
Uh,
don't have any little like bags, like shoulder bags, do they? Like the little ones, cheap purses.
Yes, they do. They have what amounts to like a beach bag, something you would stuff your beach stuff
Oh
into.
yay!
You know, it's like
Like a tote
a
bag.
canvas
Yes.
bag. It's not very sturdy. It has two loop handles, and it doesn't. There's no enclosure, right? It doesn't zip shut. It
Yeah.
doesn't clip shut. You can stick a newspaper into it. You know,
Gotcha.
your SPF, something like that. Sure, there's a rack near the door with a bunch of that stuff. That's a
I will take one of those tote bags, and then I will put stuff that I have made, and well, minus the broomstick, and put it in there. So the hairspray, the lighter, um, the kerosene bottle,
yeah.
um, and I think that's it.
It says
I think that's all
ETU.
the shoes.
It says ETU, Pine Box, Texas, and there's the head of the raven, that logo
Hey,
of the college on it.
very appropriate. So I will do that tote bag.
Okay,
There we go. Cool. I will make sure I have all the goodies in there.
there are candy bars, granola bars, cereal bars, soda, Gatorade. Um, I mean,
Gatorade. Sure, we'll have a bottle of Gatorade.
okay.
Shep never feels that well, so it's good to have it on hand.
Yeah. Erica helps herself to a bottle of alcohol,
Oh, we are shopping now.
not to drink, just to.
No, I didn't see the alcohol. No, we're fine. We're not drinking.
Yeah, that doesn't burn all that well.
She, rubbing alcohol, it burns.
Yes.
Burns.
Rubbing alcohol burns, but it burns so fast. It just
Yes, indeed, it does.
we need a good energetic burn.
Yep. Okay, you make your way to Shep's truck.
Yes. Okay.
You jump in, you
I
drive towards the elementary school. On your way out of town, along, I think it's Highway 290. I think it's Highway 96. Um, you pass a
Ooh.
you pass a billiard hall, which is right off the highway. It's called the Angry Stick. The Angry Stick is known for its billiard tables, its cheap, strong drinks, and probably half a dozen fights that occur there on an average day.
Mm.
Driving by the average, or not the average, the Angry Stick. There are lights on and there is activity inside as you make your way
Oh.
up the highway. You see a window, and then you see the figure of a man basically thrown up against the window, so he hits it with his face and collapses,
Oh.
leaving a bloody smear on the window, as it probably broke his nose, and he's got like facial contusions as he just slides down the window. And it looks like from the activity inside, it looks like there is a bit of a brouhaha going on in there. And I would like a notice roll at +1 from each of you.
Oh no.
A 4 is a success for Ava. I don't know why you rolled twice.
No, I got the 4 was from looking for the kerosene bottle. I got a 2.
Gotcha. A 2, a 7, a 12. Shep, very, very attentive.
It helps when you get a double ace at the very beginning.
Sure. Sophia is
Lucky.
as well. Erica will get a 6. Respectable. There's a huge shaggy man that looks a bit like a weir lion inside. He seems to be standing between two of the pool tables, and this area is very well lit. You can drive by it from the highway, and can look in and watch. You can see the people bent over making their pool shots and whatnot. And the angry stick. It's probably got a caricature, like a neon cartoon of a pool cue with like a frowny face on it.
Mm.
Beer and billiards.
Beer and billiards. Delightful.
Shep, with that success, with that 12, I'm going to say you also see something large and four-legged um, along the side of the building, like walking between some parked cars.
Oh boy.
Shep's driving. You can drive right by if you want. You don't have to stop. You don't have to help these poor people.
I'm trying to think. Is this where all the assholes go to drink and fight?
Would we be able to help them anyway? Would we want to?
There's a lot
I
of
didn't
men
see
in
it.
there.
I didn't see it, so I have no opinion. I'm too busy making
Um,
sure that my bag is on
Yeah.
properly so I don't lose anything.
Yeah. You know, the front door is probably facing the highway. You see a big burly man almost make it to the door and start to try to shake it, but it's locked, and something picks him up from behind and hurls him across um, the view across the windows. He ends up landing on the
Oh,
bar and then slumps to the ground. And yes, it's a large man beast, a large, in D&D terms, like a weir lion,
Oh,
almost,
there it is.
that's
is it the lion
doing the
or is it
damage.
Toto?
oh, Toto's on the outside, it sounded like.
Thought Toto was smaller. Did I forget what
No,
Toto looks like?
Not this Toto.
Toto grew into a giant, like, Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Um, I will go. There's at least two of them down there. Do we want to deal with them, or or should we go and see if we can help the boy who will probably have the other two?
Oh, well, at the bar and stuff.
Yeah, we have two bruisers at the bar.
I mean, I would be open to beating up whatever's at the bar because who knows? They could come and ambush us while we're going to fight the witch.
Okay, you are
That's
the smart
true.
one.
What if we get jumped, guys? I'll do my best. There's a lot of weird guys in there, but I'll do my best.
There are some boys in the bar.
There's too many boys at the bar, but I'll do it. I'll do it for the greater good.
Erica says, "Well, y'all, that boy, what's his name? Sammy, Scotty, whatever his name is. He's probably not in any. He's probably not in any immediate danger. That's my take on it. Whereas the
Oh,
folk, whereas the
yeah.
folks locked up in there and whatnot, doesn't look like they're doing too well."
They're not having a good time.
Do we
Yeah,
burn that down too?
the little boy
It
is
works
in
so
like
well.
quote unquote friendly hands. It didn't seem to want to hurt him. So we have time for sure, but
I hope we
from
do.
a
I'm worried that
from
we
Ava's
that we don't.
standpoint, if it's being made, known that there's activity happening at this
Hmm.
weird dive bar, she would want to have the tactical advantage just because she's a big nerd. And she's like, if there's more baddies out here, what's to stop them from coming and helping the witch?
Okay. Well, I would say we don't go straight inside because it looked like that door was locked anyway. We deal with the one outside first, if possible.
Okay.
And I don't, I'm looking at Ava when I say this. It's not a cute puppy.
That's not a cute.
You
It's not
cannot
potato.
save this one.
It's not potato. I understand.
It would make French fries out of potato.
No, we don't need that. We already saved potato from a terrible fate. This one is a lost cause. I understand. He's a lost cause. I, I will do what I can.
Okay.
I shared the map of the angry stick.
Yep.
Shep, can you see it?
Yep.
That's odd that.
Got a lot of people in it.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4 billiard tables.
Yeah. I guess you slowly wheel your newly repaired pickup truck into the parking lot. The parking lot is pretty full. This looks to be where a lot of the blue collar workers come to blow off steam after a day's work. There are women inside as well, Ava, so it's not all boys.
I know she. What was it? I forgot the thing that her hindrance does. -1 or something.
I believe that's true. When there is
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
two or more boys about.
Subtracts 1 from their trait rolls if it's a minor hindrance. Subtract 2 if it's major. It's a major, so it's 2.
Two of its major, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I remember we had agreed that if it was, I think, in the presence of 2 or more strangers,
Mm-hmm.
that it would, take effect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's
And-
cool with me.
And there are certain among us that would not contribute to that. Obviously, Shep, but
No.
also say
People outside of the clique
Yeah,
of their group.
Lenny, Glenn Matt, Jackson if he was ever around. He vanished and no one's heard from him, but
Poor guy.
I know, right?
certain of those individuals don't contribute to your unease.
Yeah.
The truck is parked probably out near the highway, so as not to bring a lot of attention. You probably cut your headlights and rolled in.
Since we're in my truck, is it safe to figure I have my baseball bat in the back?
Sure.
So I will retrieve that. And I guess we go hunting for big game.
Okay. Anyone staying in the truck, or all four of you getting out? Erica's got her bat.
I will follow my friends with my broomstick at hand.
I'm also getting out of the truck.
I'll
Still
use
got
it
that
with 2
sticker.
hands.
Hasn't killed me yet.
2 hands on this spear thing I made.
You can imagine that there are cars that park right up against this building, like head in. There are those little cement barriers that keep the car from pulling up too far and hitting the building, but they're sort of angle parked up and down both sides. And there are other rows of cars. Probably after that row, there's like a space where the cars can drive, and then there's 2 rows of cars parked sort of nose to nose, if you will. So there are a lot of cars in this parking lot. They're parked on either side of this building and also in front of this building.
to where we last kind of saw the four-legged thing wandering around the parking lot?
Hmm.
Do we catch any notice of him now that we've gotten out of the car?
You don't, although you caught just a brief glimpse of it. Heck, it could be a chupacabra, really. You don't seem to see it.
Well, maybe the chupacabra is territorial and doesn't like wearing lines. Okay. But we definitely noticed that they couldn't get out the front door.
The one guy gave it a quick tug, and it didn't open for him. But he just had the briefest amount of time before he was hurtled pell-mell across the billiard tables. But you could assume that the door was secured in some fashion.
So I would suggest that we try to see if there's a back entrance where they do the, bring in the food and stuff, employees entrance.
Very good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is there a back employee parking area?
Not that you see, although you haven't gone all the way around the back. And I'm just looking. I am not certain
We'll do that
where
for
it said the Cowardly Lion has been placed. I guess. Oh, you know what? I bet he's still on the
Oh, he's probably
on the
still at
movie
the
theater. Yeah. Well, I'll try to place him here.
That the movie theater is a good place for him.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's like,
Let me
fine,
at
I'll
him.
stay there.
Let me at him. Let me at him. Okay. I put you all four just in a representative area along the side of the angry stick.
Mm.
I'm hoping you can all see your tokens.
I see
Yeah.
myself.
Yep.
You can imagine that you're, like I said, along. Let's see if I can just do a little. I don't do much with the drawing, but I'll just, there's. Oops. Huh. It's white. I guess it's white because my dice are white, and that's how you know that it's me that rolled. So let's see. I guess I go to the color palette. Click the second circle to toggle dice text color. Let me just do this and then make it white. So the cars are kind of parked like this.
Hmm.
Now that one's a little bit too big. I'm not great doing this with a mouse.
That's a big old truck.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody's heavy duty, Super 8 or whatever. And
That
then
was about the time the Hummers became.
there are other cars that are parked like this, facing each other.
Mm.
Some people back in because they think they might have to make a quick getaway, if they're caught cheating or whatever at billiards. But you can imagine that these ugly blue lines are just cars and trucks and the occasional Harley Davidson motorcycle or something like that parked there, and there are a couple cars parked along the front of the building, and it's the same sort of thing along the side here. Cars parked angled in, just to give you a little visual, because it's Fantasy Grounds Unity, and it gives you a drawing tool. So, why not use it? Let's see. I guess I have to exit drawing mode and get control my tokens back. Okay, so that's kind of where you are. So you don't really know if there's an entrance in the back.
Okay. I will. I'll go take a look around since it seems it's not a good idea to go through the front.
Okay, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make.
Can I stealth my way through these cars or trucks
Sure. I'm just
and
gonna
try
make.
and make it back there
I'm
quietly?
gonna make 3 representative notice rolls. Um, sure, you can move your figure if you like.
I will.
Apologize for the
Go.
crudity of the cars, but you know, it's
It works.
just
It works.
Mhm.
It works.
simple representatives.
I'm trying to be stealthy because I don't know what lies around here. Should do a little stealth roll.
First, I'd like you to make a notice roll.
Sure. Oh, that was awful.
Erica will as well.
I see nothing. You're like, guys, I'm gonna go look in the back.
Ava, a chick in there saw us out here, and she was banging on the window. Looked like she was mouthing the word "Help us! Help us!"
I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out a way in.
So out back here, there's probably some empty boxes that are going to be broken down and put into the dumpster at some point. There is a dumpster. It smells really bad back here. It smells like somebody urinated back here. It's kind of
That's
foul and
fine.
stale. The pavement isn't quite as nice back here. It's kind of cracked and chunky, and bits of the asphalt are missing. There's probably a truck back here. Doesn't look like it runs.
Oh boy.
Looks like two pallets are leaned up. They're empty wooden pallets leaned up against the side of the building. You know, one of them
Mm.
is in barely usable condition. The other one's not too bad. There's a lot of puddles back here. It's hard to tell the glare of the light that there's really no light back here. Maybe a light over what appears to be a rear entrance door. You hope it's just stale water and maybe a few puddles of motor oil as you make your way kind of around to the back of the building.
Yeah.
Back
I
end,
will
it back
head
up, it backs up, it back up to a like a chain link fence with some sort of package backs up to some sort of packaged goods store through the fence. Like you're looking through the fence from this back area to the area. Excuse me. You're looking at the back of a packaged goods store.
Okay.
There's a door. There's a door over there, darling. Erica says. Shep,
Wonderful.
Shep and Sophia, you up there near the front of the establishment?
Yeah.
I figured we were hanging back here to see, wait for a signal from them, whether they're
Yeah.
if they see a door back there.
Okay.
I would wave my arms when Erica notices a door to. Hey, they're back here, guys.
Shall we make a move, Miss
Uh,
Sophia?
I let's just follow along.
Okay.
I I don't like being separated. I mean, you're here, but they're over there, so this doesn't feel good.
You mean you hate being away from Xena?
Xena.
She makes me feel safe. I'm not gonna lie.
I just drew.
uh,
There's a big old stinky dumpster there. It's one of those ones that you can lift up. You can lift up half of the lid at a time. The top of it's like vinyl, and it's on these hinges.
Do I need to
man.
run do a run roll or just move
Nah,
up there?
you just move.
So there's a door over there, according to Erica. And I'm gonna go around and say, look out for those puddles. I think there's oil and gross stuff in there.
You can only imagine what sort of gross stuff is in the puddles behind the
Yeah.
Angry Stick billiard hall, and suffice it to
Didn't really smell
say,
that great.
suffice it to say that the area back here, there's also a lot of broken glass back here. And in fact, I'm gonna drop the token of a like a pickup truck back there, just as a reminder that there is what seems to be an inoperative car back there. Assets, tokens, campaign, vehicles. Just find a stupid truck. An old, an old pick 'em up, an old pick 'em up truck. Oops, I'm sorry. I think I may have inadvertently canceled your movement.
That's
The
okay.
t- I had the map shrunk down kind of small, and must have hit the. Um, so yeah, there is a door with a kind of a indoor outdoor lamp bulb above it. Doesn't cast much illumination at all. But Ava, it is clearly illuminating the fact that there is a large, slathering, vicious, black and tan hellhound, a devil dog that has leapt out from behind the dumpster where it was lying in wait for the curious. And it seems as if he has found
Ew.
the curious.
Oh boy.
No,
Uh,
bad doggo. Bad doggo.
I knew there'd be a trash panda in there somewhere.
Bad doggo.
Make a notice roll at,
Okay.
at -1. If you fail this, he's going to attack. Else, we're going to start just normal combat.
Oh,
That is a fail.
Yeah, she's not doing so well.
I'm going to delete that token. I found out, of course, the correct way to do this is not to drag it right from the encounter to the map. No, 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 no. What you have to do is you have to put
Oh, you have to put it in the
Toto on the
combat
combat
tracker
tracker,
first. Yeah.
and then from there, drag him to the map. And you can't see him because he's not visible. But then when I click on this, boom,
Bam.
there he is. He targets the diminutive Ava. This thing is
I'm
big. It's
so
as big as you.
tiny.
It probably
Oh no.
weighs. It probably weighs at least as much as you, maybe more. It
I'm
it's it's heavily muscled, and again, its eyes, two tiny malevolent pinpricks of red glow,
mm,
ember-like, which not only portray its viciousness, but almost like an intellect. And
mm.
he is going to
Oh boy.
attack. Let's see what kind of cool stuff he can do. Combat bite, a D8 to attack. Parry of
Take
4
this.
is exceeded by the 5. Toto, not that nice little uh, Laha Apsu sized dog that lives in the basket and is just very cute, but this dog tries to tear into you.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh gosh.
Ow!
Okay, uh, 25 points of damage.
I
There,
have one Benny, and I don't think that's gonna do much for me.
there is a damage max that is
Mm.
set by the programmer's interface, so that you.
you're gonna okay. Ava, you have a Betty. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be great.
Ava, would you? Well, I don't know. What would you like to do? Maybe soak a little of that
Yeah,
damage?
I have my that uses a Benny, right?
It does.
Yeah, we'll do that. My one Benny. I can drag that.
Oh, I haven't loaded anything. What? Where are my books?
I soaked something.
Okay. If you choose to apply that, you would have soaked one of those wounds, leaving you with 3 and 1 wound
Yeah.
away from being incapacitated.
So that's all I can do.
Sophia just gave you a Benny, I think.
No, I used the one that I had. I don't have any more.
I'm not sure if Sophia wants to do a little of that tray to tray.
It shows that she's using a Benny. That's the reason
Okay.
I said that.
Oh.
I don't.
Oh, you
I
have
haven't heard
it.
her say it again. So.
Well, I'll just put a
Please,
Benny
my
in.
penny.
I'll put a Benny into Ava's tray since I see that
Okay.
Sophia used
I'll
one.
use another one.
Just realizing nothing's loading for me when I
That
click stuff.
didn't do much.
Did not
I
help.
appreciate it.
And to open.
I'm gonna say I'm knocked out, but not quite.
There we go.
I am going to apply the 3 wounds. Oh, and just to put like insult on top of injury, shaken by the way.
Yeah.
This thing has a special ability. I forget what it's called. It's like go for the throat, I think it is called. Toto instinctively goes for an opponent's soft spots. With a raise on his attack roll, he hits the target's most weakly armored location. I didn't really hit you with a raise. Good thing that extra d6.
Well,
But
we all know where Ava's weakest point on her body is.
yes, I would merely proffer
My
for
butt.
my kind players that that Toto on his own is nevertheless a stalwart opponent.